Hello everybody, this is Candy Mossett with the Indigenous Environmental Network, and I am here at the Achetishikoin camp to give everybody an update. The first thing I want to say is that today is a good day and yesterday was a good day. Some of you might have seen me doing a live stream on my personal page when I wanted to give an update about the meeting with the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers that happened yesterday at the tribal building. And so I have an update, and so there will be a press release that will be coming out from the Tribal Council, so be on the lookout for that press release. But this is what's happening. As of today, my connection is weak. The Dakota Access Energy Transfer Partners has said they have anywhere between 2 and 5 days left of work on the hill, and so we know that. And so what the Army Corps of Engineers has said is that they will ask them to stop work today, but they can't force them to stop work on the private land. However, they are going up there because there is a process by which the company was not supposed to build on Corps land. And the drill pad site that you see in our drone videos is showing that it could potentially have been built on Corps land. So what that means is they can go ahead and fine them, which is good, you know, fine them, and it'll be all the more reason not to be able to allow them to build. Colonel Henderson was in the meeting, the Omaha district. He does not have the power to write an easement or not write an easement. The Washington, D.C. office has that power. But what he assured us was that first, number one, there was a letter that I shared on my page that was written to him, by him, talking about moving the police in here and getting more cops out here against us water protectors. He is going to rescind that letter, number one. Number two, there will be no decision, no work, nothing will happen for 30 days, starting when that company stops working. So if they stop today like they're asking them to do, there will be nothing, no decisions that will happen for 30 days. If the DC office, if they decide to allow the permit, the easement, the colonel has said that he will not sign it for 30 days, no matter what. No matter what, it won't be signed. The tribe will be filing an injunction against them. That'll be another thing that will happen. Also, if the DC offices do file the permit and then they have to have it signed 30 days later, it's 14 days from that point that anything can happen with construction, because they're required to give a 2-week notice upon any permit given. All of this is what we're looking at here. What I'm saying to you is that we're looking at anywhere from a month and a half to 2.5 months. Nothing. They have to sit there on their thumbs, and this permit that they said was just it was just a oh, what did they call it? Dakota Access said it was what the heck? They made it sound like, oh, that was just nothing. We'll get that. They're not getting it. Now, some of you may have heard President Obama talk about a reroute, and some of you may have heard Dave Archambault say it's, you know, we're happy that they're talking about the treaties, which we are. That's a really good thing. That's important. And what we're saying is we're not supporting a reroute. We're not saying that we're supporting a reroute. We're not. But language of a reroute to this company effectively kills the project, because they won't be able to afford it. It'll make it obsolete. So what I'm saying to you is that if they're forced to stop work, whether in 2 days or 5 days, the cops have no reason to be here. They will leave. They will be gone. Bye-bye. In addition to them having this huge delay. I mean, this is really, really huge, this delay. It's the first glimmer of hope, of good news that we've had out here in weeks, in months, that they will, no matter what, be stalled for sure, for 30 days, and then 2 weeks beyond that, and potentially 60 days and 2 weeks beyond that, potentially. The tribe has approved the 50 acres south of Cannonball. The BIA has approved by next week we should be building what some people are calling the Eco Village. Earth Lodge construction, straw bale building construction, solar panels, wind turbines. Because we were like, what are we gonna do for 30 days? We're gonna build the just transition community that we've been working on for forever. And you know, it's kind of like, if you build it, they will come. So that's happening. We're gonna show what it's like to build a just transition community. Right now we still have them out on the hill. You know, they're still looking at us. They're still shooting at drones. Right now Myron's flying his drone and they're shooting at it. So I just wanted to give you this update. Be on the lookout for the official press release that's coming from the tribe. Be on the lookout for more updates from us. But I want to look at my shirt. Do you see what it says? It says never give up. Because we and everybody knock on wood right now because I don't want to jinx anything, but the meeting that happened, we're looking at them being stalled. Every single day that they're stalled is costing them money, and that's what this all comes down to, is the money. And it's really important that people continue to send their prayers for us, because that's what's been keeping us safe. And then tonight at 6 o'clock at the Morton County Sheriff's Department, there's a prayer vigil for everybody that was arrested, everybody that was feeling, you know, abused and mistreated. We have a permit for that, so 6 p.m. tonight. If you can't be here with us at the Morton County Sheriff's Department, we're asking everybody to hold your own prayer vigils wherever you may be around the world at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Tomorrow morning we will be having horse riders that will be coming in. Dakota 38 and others, should be over 100 horses by 9 a.m. And we're going to be doing a prayer ceremony tomorrow at the bridge, because they're going to clear that. That bridge is going to be cleared. They're stalling a little bit, but they have to do some bore testing to see the integrity of it. But other than that, moving out the equipment, all of that is going to happen within the next few days here. Hopefully tomorrow, we'll see. But be on the lookout for us out there. The Sundance people and the pipeline carriers will be on the front line. And it'll be our pipeline against their pipeline in prayer. And we're going to stand like stones, like we were originally instructed in ceremony. And we're going to pray. We don't want any agitators. We don't want anybody trying to do anything. And if you are, we'll know, because the rest of us are going to be standing in prayer and ceremony on the bridge tomorrow. So join us if you can. If you can't be here, send your prayers. I know the connection is weak. Maybe later the video will be better. So I want to give a shout out to David Archambault, Standing Rock Sioux Tribal Chairman, for everything he's been carrying, for all this stuff he's been doing for us all this time, and for holding it down and fighting back against a multi-billion-dollar corporation. That's got to be hard, you know. Send some prayers for him. I want to give a shout out to Johnny and Everett, who have been in Oceti-Shikoin camp, where you can go to ochetishikoincamp.org and you can donate to this camp, because they've been holding it down. And I want to give a shout out to all of the spiritual leaders, first and foremost, especially Arvo, Chief Arvo Looking Horse, for leading us in ceremony and prayer the way he has been doing, and his partner Paula. And I want to give a shout out to LaDonna Allard for being there back in April and being at Sacred Stone Camp and saying, yeah, we can do this on my land, with Joy Braun, you know, working with Joy to say, we defeated Keystone XL, let's do this. Literally, relatives, what I'm telling you right now is today is the first day that we have gotten any kind of really good news in a really long time. So pray for us and hope that everything that's happening continues to play out that way, in a good way. I'm not trying to create false hope. I'm not trying to say that it's done. I'm not saying that, you know, we're done yet. What I'm saying is that the prayers are working. Continue to send the prayers. The company will be stalled. No question. This is a good thing. Every day they're stalled, they're losing money. So again, recap quick. The letter that was put out November 1st by the Army Corps of Engineers, Colonel Henderson, is being rescinded. They are taking back. They are not asking extra police to come in and do anything to us here. The 50 acres south of Cannonball Ranch to build the Eco Village, I don't even know, it's not an Eco Village, to build the Just Transition Community has been approved. We're going to start work immediately. It's like 60 something degrees here in North Dakota, and everybody's like walking around warm. It's a beautiful day. So I don't know, I just want to throw a shout out because it's allowing us to build and construct. The Corps, if there's no work and no construction that can happen, they have admitted they're anywhere from 2 to 5 days out from being done up on the top. Okay, they're going to ask them, the Corps, to stop. They cannot force them to because it is private land. But if they built that drill pad site on Corps land, as we suspect, they'll have more authority to tell them to stop. They can also fine them. They will, no matter what, not make any decision for 30 days. They have 30 days. We're going to be out here. If they're not working, and if nothing is happening, the police have no reason to be here, the Army National Guard has no reason to be here, the bridge has no reason to be blocked. They will have to move. We hope. You know, there's all of these things that are happening right now. And so continue to send these prayers, because here we are. Look, I literally have an audience of people that are listening. And they're like, what's happening? Oh my God, there's an update from Ocheti Shakoni camp. Look, we got a dome over there, and there's more domes coming in. We have a bunch of people on Media Hill. We have Myron flying his drone over there and getting shot at with pebbles. They're shooting pebbles. It is illegal to shoot pebbles and to shoot at drones here. Now, they're still over there on the hill. I zoom in. I know it's like really bad quality, but the thought is that now with everything that happened with that Army Corps of Engineer meeting, they will be, you know, either constructing or stopping now, whatever. The 30 days doesn't start until after they stop. So there's the Missouri River in the background. And for the time being, it's not over, but for the time being, she's protected. They will not have the permit for at least 30 days. Continue to send out your prayers, everybody. Continue to send out your good feelings to us here, because I forgot to turn my mute on. Darn it, I thought I learned from the last time. But again, be on the lookout for the official press release coming out from the tribe, which I probably should have waited for that. I think it's coming out right now. Maybe it's out right now. So I'm so excited. I've known about this since last night, since yesterday, and I couldn't help myself. I had to let everybody know, because some people are walking around here dealing with PTSD. I mean, people are like walking around feeling really tired. And so this is like really, you know, really good news for us, that there's going to be delays, and those delays are going to help us. Pray for us tonight, 6 p.m., prayer vigil, Morton County Sheriff's Department. If you can't be here, pray at home, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Tomorrow morning, come and pray with us as we are standing like stones on the bridge, and we're praying. We're going to meet about that today and go over some more of the details. But I just wanted to share that with you, with everybody. So please share this. And that's Josue in the background. He's an awesome photographer and filmmaker with Fusion, and he's also an independent person. And so the feeling here is really good, everybody. The feeling here is like, oh my God, are we gonna win? Maybe no. We don't know. We don't know. We haven't yet. We're gonna be here. We're gonna build the community, but that's where we're headed to right now. So if people come, I want to send a shout out to a woman named Jamie. Jamie drove here from Oklahoma and left her 2 small children behind to come and stand with us. And when she got here, something had happened where she just didn't feel welcome here. And I want to say to Jamie that I'm really sorry that that had to happen to you, that you came here and felt like it was a bad experience, and that you're driving home today. The only thing I could say to that is that people were really on edge and having PTSD walking around out here, and they didn't trust anybody. They didn't trust who was standing next to them. And there's a reason for that. I mean, some of you saw what happened to me out on the front line last Thursday. If you haven't, you know, you can go to Unicorn Riot's video at timeframe 6:44, and you'll see that I was violently shoved into the police from somebody that is in our camp. And so, you know, people weren't knowing who to trust, and that's probably what happened. And I just want to say, Jamie, that, you know, we're not all like that. We love you, and we're really sorry that you drove all this way from Oklahoma to be here and stand in solidarity with us, and that, you know, you felt like you weren't welcome. And I'm not making excuses for anybody or anything like that. I wished everybody would have treated you much better, but I just want to say, for me, I'm sorry, and I'm sorry I wasn't here to greet you. You know, and even though I was pushed, you know, I forgive that individual. You know, we all have a common enemy. We don't know why people do what they do. And, you know, so Jamie, if you're still around, you know, come say hi to us. We're up at Media Hill. And again, I'm sorry. People that come understand that the camp, you know, people being shot by rubber bullets. That, you know, a couple days ago, the kid that got shot, the young man that got shot by a rubber bullet, shot in the back, shot in the lung, was coughing up blood. You know, people were really worried that he had internal injuries, but his lung was bruised, which caused him to cough up blood. But he's okay. But his lung was bruised because he got shot in the back. Another young man got shot under his armpit. Another journalist woman over here got shot, she says, in the hip. It was in the butt. She got shot in the butt. She was pretty sure she's reporting for CNN, which I thought was really funny. I'm sorry, but it's kind of funny, you know. A CNN reporter came out and got shot in the butt. I have to confirm that. Where is she? That's what I was told. She is a reporter, I know that. I'm sorry, I couldn't resist. I should go. I'm just rambling now, but please continue to send your prayers for us. And just know that here we are. I'm going to show you another shot of the camp. This is Ocheti Shakomi. You can see that it's actually grown quite a bit since all of this stuff happened to us last Thursday, October 27th. Here we are. Got a big geodome. I guess there's 2 more coming. People are in full force on Media Hill, where we have, well, everybody sits up here so they can charge their phones, for one thing. We have solar power is charging our phones. We've got wind turbines. We've got solar keeping our lights on at night. This is Media Hill, where you have to check in. And if sometimes people can't get passes because we don't trust anybody. So we don't give anybody passes. But don't worry, you just have to bring your ID and your credentials and stuff like that. Oh, you guys should look over here. You remember that fire that got started? That's where that fire was started, over across from the camp, right there. So over 400 acres was burned in that fire. Nobody came. Nobody came to help us. We put in 911 calls. Nobody came. 6.5 hours later, a helicopter came and dumped some water out there. So, you know. There was a jet flying over camp the other night. They have floodlights on the hill up over there. There's huge floodlights, and they flood out the camp, so it's really bright. So they're trying to sleep deprive us. There was rumors of someone drowning. That didn't happen. Nobody drowned. It's really crazy the level that they'll go to try to break our spirit. But that's why it's so important to stay in ceremony and prayer, because as long as we have that to turn to in our faith in each other, they can't break us. They can't break us, and they can't win. And that's what the ceremony told us. Oh, look, we have a plane. Where is he? Can you see it? You can probably hear it. Hello, plane. So they're flying. They're probably mad at me because I'm giving this update. So that's what we have. There's Sacred Stone across the way. I'll zoom in. Sacred Stone has grown, holy cow, quite a bit. That's a bad picture, but they're over on the hill. They have a geodome. They have tiny houses coming in. They have teepees coming in. They are trying to get an earth lodge as well over there. So that's all happening. Like we keep moving forward, and we keep pushing forward. So I'm gonna do a post that I'm not gonna cry in. I'm not gonna cry in this post, because today is a good day, relatives, and we want to say we love you to everybody out there who's been praying with us and fighting with us. And sometimes it seemed like it was like impossible, and that they moved and the plane is cutting my connection. The plane. So I'm gonna go because I already said what I was gonna say. So there, suckers. All of the people that were out here, all of the police force and everybody, you know, I want to say thank you to the ones that listened to me that day, last Thursday. I got to talk to some of the police on the line for about an hour. 2 of them cried. 3 of them put down their batons and set them beside them instead of in front of their chest. And I want to say thank you for showing some humanity and for listening to us. And I know that they're not being given the full story. I know they're not. And I know that they're just doing what they're being told. You know, my grandfather was a World War II vet. He landed on the beaches in Normandy, and I told him that story. I told him when he was 18 on D-Day, he was there. And he fought for this country. And he walked around his whole life with a metal plate in his head. He got 2 Purple Hearts and numerous honors and awards. And I think he was with me that day protecting us. And the cops were listening. The ones that were there, they were listening. You'll hear media say that we were saying bad things to them. Many of us were saying, we're doing this for your children. We're doing this because we believe in the protection of water. And they listened. So to all of those that listened, I want to say thank you. Thank you for caring and for showing us your humanity, for crying with us, and for showing us your tears. Because we understand that you originally took that oath to protect and to serve. We understand that, and we know that you're not getting the full information. So, you know, there's somebody behind me. I should go. Bye, everybody. Love you. Continue to send your prayers. Share this. I can't find the finish button. There it is. I will end with the camp. La, with the river in the background.